Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking class for class 10th chemical coordination in plants, right? Chemical coordination in plants according to your candid ICSE biology. First, name the following. A growth inhibitor, it is abscisic acid, a gaseous hormone, ethylene, the tropic movement in response to the stimulus of the chemicals, chemotropism, growth movement made by plants in response to contact, that is touch, with the solid object, it is called thigmotropis. A flower bud which is positively zeotropic, but when the flower opens, it shows negative zeotropism. Then it is called agiotropis, right? A special apparatus in which if a plant is rotated neutralizes the effect of gravity, it is clinostat. The movement of plant parts in response to the force of gravity, it is zeotropis. A plant hormone which breaks the dormancy of buds and seeds, they are the gibberellins. Choose the correct option. What is an auxin, ATP, pyruvic acid, phosphoglycerol, indole acetic acid? Auxin is indole acetic acid. The growth rate is highest in which light? Red, white, green, blue. It is highest in blue light. Plant hormones are growth regulators, growth promoters, growth inhibitors. All of these, they are also growth regulators, promoters, as well as inhibitors. Zeotropic response is perceived by mature root, elongating roots, root cap, root hairs. It is by root cap. Which one of the following is a natural growth inhibitor? It is abscisic acid ABA. Gibberellins promote cell division and elongation in leaves, shoots, roots. All of these, right? Movements induced in plants by external stimuli is called tactic movement, tropic movements, as well as nastic movements. Auxins were first discovered by which scientist while experimenting on an oat plant, that is Amina sativa? It is F.W. Wendt is the correct option. Fill in the blanks with suitable words. All changes that an organism goes through during its life cycle, that is the growth. Various stages of the growth are there. Synthetic auxins are used as herbicides. Movements of fungal hyphae towards sugar and peptones is called chemotropism. Cambium or lateral meristem are situated below the bark and is responsible for increase in the diameter of the stem. Abscisic acid and ethylene are growth inhibitor. Weeds are unwanted plants growing in a field along with a crop. Auxins were isolated initially from the urine of humans who suffered from a disease. They suffered from the urine, it is the uremia, and the auxin which is isolated, it is indole acetic acid, IAA, right? Gibberellins promote seed germination in cereals and lettuce. In ivy and bean that promotes rooting of the stem cutting, it is the auxin. Chlamydomonas and volvox show movement by means of flagella. Mosses and ferns are ciliated and move about in water. Roots are positively hydrotropic. Roots are positively hydrotropic as they bend towards the source of light. Mention the following statements true or false. By application of gibberellins, poultings can be induced artificially in cabbage. Yes, it is true. The examples of synthetic auxins are indole acetic acid and IBA. False, they are the natural auxins. The secondary roots and branches place themselves at right angles to the force of gravity and are called diaphotropism. It is true. Gibberellins were first isolated from an algae. It is false. They were first isolated from the fungus, that is the Gibberella fungi. Fuji, right. Hydrotropic movements are more too powerful than zeotropic movements. Yes, it is true. The growth regulators are called as phytohormones. Yes, it is true. In flowering plant, a period of vegetative phase is followed by reproductive phase. It is fall. It is vegetative phase is the no reproductive phase is followed by the vegetative. It will be reversed. Sensation is separation of leaves, flowers, and fruits from the plant body. Yes, it is true. Some organs of plants do not respond to the zeotropic stimulus and are called ageotropic. Yes, it is true. Lateral meristems are stimulated. Lateral meristems are situated below the bark and is responsible for increase in the length of the stem. Yes, it is false. Gibberellins are basic in nature. False. Gibberellins are acidic in nature. In unicellular plants, there is overall growth and not confined to any specific region. But in multicellular plants, growth is restricted to the specific region having meristematic cells. Yes, the statement is true. Dry seeds do not germinate because germination needs moisture and water. So dry seeds do not germinate. Plant bend towards the source of light. Yes, it bend due to positive phototropism because plants always bend towards the light. Through the light, they are able to manufacture their food material. So always they grow or bend towards the light. When apical bud is removed, the next axial bud begins to grow because auxins of the terminal or the axial bud inhibits the growth of lateral buds. Some plants flower in summer and some in winters. Yes, that is according to the climatic conditions in which they grow. Summer flowers they cannot be found in the winters, and winters cannot flower during the summers because they have the same climatic condition. Accordingly, they are supposed to grow. Rice plant infected by the grows foolishly tall because it is the growth accelerating hormone where the physical growth is so foolishly it grows tall. First gibberellins were isolated from here. Indole acetic is not only the natural occurring auxin, yes, indole acetic acid, as well as indole butyric acid is also the naturally occurring auxins. Auxins fail to enhance the growth of intact plant. It because intact plant they are also influenced by the other factors. That's why it is not enhance the growth of the through auxin. Response to gravity, it is zeotropism. Response to touch, thigmotropism. Response to temperature, it is thermotropism. Response to light, phototropism. Response to water, hydrotropism. Response to chemicals, chemiotropism. Now, diagram given below shows an instrument which is used to illuminate the effect of gravity. Now, name the instrument. Which instrument it is? It is clinostat. The instrument which is used here, it is clinostat. What is the use of the instrument in this experiment? If the plant is rotated, it neutralizes the effect of gravity because it does here. As we rotate it, then the effect of the gravity is neutralizes over here. What is the use of this instrument in this experiment? Equal distribution of auxin causes equal growth because when distributed, then the growth of the instrument of the various the instrument, the tropism, that is increased because all of them as we rotate again it is so equal distribution of auxin in all the side, it refers to the equal growth in all the side. Why does the plant grow straight? Because equal distribution of auxin is on all the sides, so the plant grows straight. The diagram shows some movements of the plant here. What is the aim of this experiment? Here I'm giving you this, just a minute. What is the aim of this experiment? This is here. What is the aim of this experiment? Here. First, what is the aim of this experiment? The aim of this experiment is to demonstrate that plant move towards the direction of light, showing positive phototropism. Next, why does the plant move towards the light source? Why does the plant move towards the light source? Distribution of auxin is equal on both sides of the stem, but it is destroyed on the side which is exposed to light. So this caused low concentration on the exposed side and high on the shaded side. So growth on the shaded side is greater than on the exposed side. So that's why the shoot is said to be positively phototropic, because it grows towards the light. Now the next question is what is geotropism? When we ask geotropism, the movement of plant parts in response to the force of gravity is called geotropism. What are tropic movements? Tropic movements is the movement of a part of a plant either towards the source of stimulus, then it is known as positive, or away from it, it is said to be negative. Positive, they're positively phototropic, negatively zeotropic. Zeotropic, positively phototropic, zeotropic, negatively zeotropic. That is against the source of light, right? Okay. Now here, just we asked from the, I'll start from the back side. This state the main functions of the cytokinins. The main functions of the cytokine, they stimulates the cell division in the presence of auxins. Delay is aging, delayed aging, delayed and aging, breaking dormancy of seeds, accumulation and translocation of solutes. They help in cell elongation, promotion of chlorophyll synthesis, and organ formation. What is parthenocopy? Give example. It is the phenomenon of development of fruit without fertilization. Examples: bananas, apples, and tomatoes. Expand the expand the following biological abbreviations. ABA is abscisic acid. IAA, it is indole 3 acetic acid. IBA, it is indole butyric acid. Okay, now come to this question here. Given below is an experiment to set up to demonstrate the particular tropic movements in the Germany. Study the diagram and answer the question. It is asked in 2019. Label the parts 1 and 2. 1 is radical, 2 is plemole. Name the tropic movement showed by 1. The tropic movement showed by 1, it is positively zeotropism. It is 1 positive zeotropism, negative phototropism. Part 1 is affected by 2 stimuli. It is affected by 2 stimuli. Name one which is it is by 2 effecti, that is zeotropism as well as hydrotropism. Which is stronger over here? That is hydrotropism. So it bends toward there to absorb moisture from the moist dust in the germinating seed. What is thigmotropism? Give example. See, thigmotropism, growth movements made by plants in response to contact with a solid object are called thigmotropism. Example, stem tendrils help the plant to climb up a support, bitter gourd or bottle gourd. Leaf tendrils help the plant to climb up a support. For example, pea and glory lily, right? What is meant by positive and negative tropic movements? As you know, positive and negative in plant, positively phototropic, that grows towards the light, and negative phototropic, that goes towards zero, means that grows to away from the light, that is towards the earth. State the main functions of the cytokine. We have already done it. Write the functions of phytohormones. Now the functions of the phytohormones, see here. Functions of phytohormone. The functions of phytohormone, the various functions of phytohormones, they are as follows: flowering of plants, ripening of fruits, germination of seeds, breaking dormancy of seeds, stomatal movement in leaves, phototropism, zeotropism, chemotropism, hydrotropism, thigmotropism, and nesting. All these movements, they are made by the hormones, right? Okay, now here we come to this question. The, the chemical substance P is made and secreted by the meristematic tissues at the tip of the stem or shoot of a plant. The chemical substance P is responsible for the phenomenon of Q in plant in which stem bends towards the source of light. It is the Q in plant which stem bends towards the source of light. So the chemical substance P has an opposite effect on the root of a plant. It causes the root of a plant to bend away from the source of light in a process called R. Now, what is the chemical substance P? The chemical substance P is indole 3 acetic acid. What it is? indole 3 acetic acid. State whether P refers to remain in the sunlight, sunlit side of a stem or in a sunlight. It refers to remain in shade, not in sunlight. It is absorbed, it does not move. P refers to remain in the shaded area. That's why the shaded portion grows and bend towards the light. What is the effect of the substance P on the rate of growth? It accelerates on root. It is the zeotropism, positive zeotropism, in stem, positive phototropism. What is the name of the substance? What is the name of the process Q and R? Q is positive phototropism, R is negative phototropism. What is the general name of the chemical substance like P? General name of chemical substance, it is auxin. Name another substance belong to this class of chemical, it is indole butyric acid. It may be indole 3 acetic acid, and another chemical is indole butyric acid. I hope everything is clear to you, right? Now the next one, what is bolting? Bolting means in cabbage internodes are reduced just prior to following internodes, they elongate enormously. जैसे कैबेज में है इंटरनोड्स रिड्यूस होती हैं तभी उसके लीव्स निकलती हैं एंड लीव्स गोज ऑन accumulating on one above the other. So just after following internode along there, that is called bolting, and it can by application of bolting can be induced artificially. अगर हम उस पर गिबरलिंस डाल दें तो उसकी जो बोल्टिंग का प्रोसेस होता है वो उसको और तेजी से करता है. Parthenocarpy, we have already discussed. Morphogenesis, we have discussed here. Differentiation, all we have discussed. Plant hormones. Plant hormone is an organic substance which is produced in any part of the plant and is transferred or migrated to another part where it influences specific physiological process, leading to the promotion, inhibition, and modification of growth. Explain what happens when gibberellins are applied to the cabbage plant. The applicators, then bolting, they can be induced artificially. Cytokinins are applied to the plant externally, then they help in cell elongation, promotion of chlorophyll synthesis, and organ formation. And the third one, ethylene is sprayed on the mango tree. When it is induced on the flowering, it induces flowering in the mango, and it also stimulates the ripening of fruits in the mango. If flower is emasculated and auxin is applied to its stigma, then what? Emasculation means the self-pollination is not be done. Emasculated flower, then it helps in the development of fruit without fertilization. Examples, bananas, apples, and tomato. Plant is kept near an open window. The stem of the plant, one-sided emulation, has changed its direction of growth and is growing towards the light, right? List any 4 uses of auxin. Uses of auxin: cell elongation, apical dominance, control of abscissal layer, weed control, root inducing, parthenocarpy, as well as flowering, right? I hope here I have discussed everything, not even the just now one difference is left here. See, geotropism means growth towards the earth. Phototropism going to the auxins and gibberellins, both are growth promoting hormone. The main difference, gibberellins acts on the seeds and flowers, but auxins occurs on each and every part of them. Plant growth regulators, they are the plant growth. They inhibit the growth of the certain pressure, where plant growth regulators, they help in growing of the plant. Thigmotropism, touch chemotropism, that is a movement as the movement. See, I'm waving my hand, movement. Locomotion, when my entire body move from one place to another, that is called locomotion. Takes place in animals, movement takes place in plants. I hope everything is clear. Now here, name the following. We have done it here. See, morphogenesis, the phenomenon of overall changes in the form of the plant. Differentiation, transformation of simple undifferentiated cells into distinct permanent from with a specialized function. That is called the differentiation. Everything is clear? Any doubt anywhere, you can ask me in the comment section. Again, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.